Week 7 of the 2025 season. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Cowboys and the Vikings, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
The drive starts with a completion, left side. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. Now a handoff to Chandler. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. Levis to throw off play action. And he finds his man. That's Sweeney. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
The kick by Joseph is good, and the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So here now the Cowboy offense onto the field to get their first crack at it. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback. Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there was also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Running behind center with Vaughn. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. takes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And that will be incomplete. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it up. And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 catches, 86 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Here's Chandler. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chuck Clark in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. .46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Pickett now from the gun here. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Andrew Booth puts it up. And the Vikings are going to get possession of the football. And it's time to run it. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Levis. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Pickett looking to throw on 2nd down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. There's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Pickett. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him, but that's now 3 interceptions. And Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. Chandler will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And now here come the Cowboys. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun?
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right. And as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw again with Pickett. This one swung out to Vaughn. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held him to an okay gain.
That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Pickett will look to throw it here. And he fends him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Pickett. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stretched the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! George Pickens, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So here are the Vikings to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. slant route, and he's got Addison. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Levis's throw taken in by Hockenson here. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. Levis from the gun. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37. A gain of 22. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now this going to be a quarterback draw. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Working from the gun, here's Levis. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. Levis to throw once more. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They run it with Chandler. Oh, heck of a move. And boy, some nifty running, but he's still going to come up about a yard shy. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. Over the middle, complete. It's Chandler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Levis on 3rd and 1. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. We get a look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, the good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, trying to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. Here's one deep for Pickens. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Lewis scene. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gotw, set and ready to roll for the third quarter. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Now, once again, Kenny Pickett leading his offense out. And, Charles, I mean, look, you don't bench a starter of his caliber, but 4 first-half interceptions. How do you handle it from here?
Well, the easy thing is right away you try and run the football, take some pressure off of him. But, you know, the defense understands that as well. My second thing is give him throws that are safer, throws that he's confident in, the ones that he likes to make. And that way, you try and get his confidence back up. I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Off play action, Pickett. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. They'll set up the screen to Vaughn. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now Pickett on fourth down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. Pickett right back to the air again. Open man, that's the tight end fire move. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Pickett now on first down. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by a Caleb Evans. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4. Now Chandler. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. 68 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. First down, Chandler. And it's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 12 yards yards there. First down, Vikings. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And he's got this to Jefferson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Here's Chandler on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Pickett sets up play action. They'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, force the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Dialing up another pass here. Pickett.
Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Kenny Pickett.
A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now out comes Minnesota.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. On first down, Levis. He finds his man. That's Sweeney. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. Levis to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Levis looking to throw. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Meanwhile, here's a shot for the end zone right away, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Vaughn again. And he will dive trying to get the first down, but it looks like he's going to be marked down just short. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here comes 2nd down. Here's Levis. This is caught by Addison. And he gets us on just shy of the 35 to the 34.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Levis. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chandler. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Joseph's got it.
And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
So now the Cowboys down by 2. A little over 40 seconds to go. Needing at least 40 yards, you'd have to think, to have a shot.
Here's Pickett.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Pickett. Battled by the linebacker, but still adjusts and makes a catch. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Here's 2nd down. Pickett to throw.
And it's knocked away.
Never leave the house without the bag. Where my take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. 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 I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings. Yeah. Vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got game sports in